underline, and I fully agree with this approach, that the strategic importance of the Mediterranean and the greater Middle East, promoting what we say as 360 degrees approach between the eastern and the southern flanks, but also to different kind of common challenges. One common challenge that we have is migration. So in today's very complex international environment, how can European countries like Italy better address possible increase on migratory pressures? We have the crisis now in the Middle East, so migration is there. Taking also into account the nexus between migration, stability, and security in Europe.
Okay, thank you very much, Nikos. Good morning, colleagues, and thank you very much, Prime Minister Pashinyan, for this fantastic organization. Well, we are speaking today about a polycrisis, okay? But what does it mean, polycrisis? I mean, I think it is not simply that we are facing lots of crises together. That's it. The problem is all those crises are related one to the other and feed one the other. And I think it is very important we understand that also to face the fact that we cannot simply take care of one or two facets of this crisis, but we have to tackle them all. And I will use exactly, for Nikos was asking about migration, the example of migration. Obviously, we know that uncontrolled migration flows put citizens' security under pressure, and when exploited as a hybrid threat, even the stability of the states. But it's not all. It also affects economy, straining public resources and impacting on labor market. It weakens competitiveness. This weakens competitiveness by increasing uncertainty and social tensions. It has also linked to energy, for we have also to face the fact that many flows come from unstable regions that are key to our energy supplies. Ultimately, all of this affects the quality of our democracies. For when citizens feel that important challenges are not governed, they lose faith in institutions. And when trust erodes, people become more vulnerable to manipulation, including the malicious use of artificial intelligence. So it's not migration. It is migration, it is economy, it is democracy, it is competitiveness, it is energy, it is security. And if I take one of the other topics, I can link them all the same way. So, first of all, we cannot face only one piece of this polycrisis. Second, migration is an integral part of the polycrisis. Third, no one can face it alone. So cooperation on that is a precondition. We did very important steps ahead in the last years at the level of the European Union, where now we have a new asylum pact, we have a new definition of the third safe countries, we are going towards a new regulation on returns that will help us also on, let's say, innovative solutions such as those that Italy is trying to provide. We did steps ahead at the level of the Council of Europe where we are working to give a more modern interpretation of the conventions that we have, but were written lots of years ago. And at the level of the EPC with Kier, we've been promoting another declaration, the past days that now has already reached 31 countries signing. So we are doing a very good job. And in the proposal we did with Kier, the position is quite clear. We have to fight against traffickers. We have to avoid that a new crisis as the one we had in 2015 happens again. And we have to cooperate with the origin and transit countries. And that brings me back to the beginning and to the second part of the question that Nikos did. I mean, the problem is, if we've got this polycrisis, are we able to face it the way it needs to be addressed? My idea is that at the level of the European Union, for example, in recent years we have shown our ability to respond to emergencies. We did it with the pandemic crisis, we did it with Ukraine. But I also think now we have to step up our game. That means to pass from our capacity to react to our capacity to anticipate. That means we have to focus much more on our strategy in the long term, and this kind of discussions are very useful for that. And the strategy, in my opinion, should be a stronger focus not only on the like-minded countries, obviously it's very, very important, but also on our geographic neighborhood. Obviously, what we are doing now with like-minded countries, with the EPC, is very important, and we have to improve it, and I'm very happy that Mark is here. But I think we should also focus, for example, from the point of view of Italy, I think we should focus much more, for example, on our Mediterranean neighborhood. I think we should work also on a forum like the EPC, which is fundamental, obviously, for us in these times, concentrated in the geographical space of the wide Mediterranean. In the past, with Ursula, with other member states, with the European Union, we've been trying to tackle migration. We were pushed to pay much more attention to countries across the Mediterranean. Now, in my opinion, the challenge is to broaden this approach, to bring together security, development, energy in our cooperation with neighboring countries. For this is the best way we have to respond to a crisis which is not only one crisis. It's lots of crises altogether, but unfortunately they are part of the same crisis and we have to tackle it all. Thank you.
Thank you, Giorgia. You very